Good evening. Martha Wilson couldn't be here tonight, so she asked me to come and appear on her behalf to present this first Anne Focke Leadership in the Arts Award. I'm Barbara Bush, ex-First Lady of the United States, wife and confidant of George Herbert Walker Bush, 41st President of the United States, mother and confidant of Jeb Bush, Governor of the great state of Florida, mother and confidant of George W. Bush, 43rd President of the United States. If power is the ultimate aphrodisiac, I guess you might say I'm the sexiest woman in the free world. Okay. I'll admit that when George Jr. was growing up, I thought he was a lemon. And that Jeb Bush would grow up to become a political superstar. He flubbed a congressional election, coming off to the voters as a rich kid. He failed in the oil business, although we handed it to him on a silver platter. And he drank and snorted the equivalent of a small African nation's GNP up his nose. Finally, he hit rock bottom. He married a control freak, and quit drinking, and he found Jesus. I'm a little concerned. He feels it's his job to bring on Armageddon so all the good Christians will be raptured up to heaven. But if his religion helped him beat his addiction, I'm all for it. I have another son. We kept him under wraps for a good while after the savings and loan crisis of the 80s. But now he has started a new and successful business that has captured the interest of school districts in Florida, Nevada, and in Texas, where in 2006 I donated 8 machines to the children who had been evacuated after Hurricane Katrina. They're called COWS, Curriculum on Wheels. And at $3,800 a pop, they're much cheaper than teachers, which typically cost $38,000 a pop. Neil recently sold $250,000 worth of cows to the Houston School District, which used hurricane relief funding to pay for them. I was raised an Episcopalian. It bothered me when the sound went out. It bothered me a little that George Jr. left the church in which he was raised and became born again. I don't consider myself to be evangelical. I'm not an evangelical Christian or anything like that. But I do have to say, it appears to me like the apocalypse is coming. First, there was the plague of AIDS, then the floods in New Orleans, now the wildfires in California. What is a good Christian political leader to do? George started bombing Baghdad on the first day of spring, as if to say, paganism and all those other misguided religions. Yes, dear. Like Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Zoroaster, Shinto, Taoism, had better wake up and smell the Christian coffee. George consults with God the Father before he launches any initiative, so he knows the Clear Skies Act, No Child Left Behind, and Operation Iraqi Freedom will make this world a better place. In conclusion, you could grow up to become President of the United States, even if you are a lemon. All it takes is money, family, and political connections. So vote Republican. Republicans can be venal in the open. Democrats have to cover it up. Thank you.